Mroona and Wyrum had always lived on the edge, but their involvement with the underworld led them down a path of no return. One fateful night, they were kidnapped by a mysterious organization, and in the darkness of their captivity, Mroona's heart was stolen, literally ripped from her chest by unseen hands. Left barely alive, she clung to Wyrum, who vowed to find her heart and bring her back to life. Their desperate search led them to an underground tournament, Squid Game. The organizers held Mroona's heart as the ultimate prize, forcing them to enter the deadly competition. Alongside them were two others. Garden, a strange being with carnivorous plants sprouting from her head, and Iciella, a woman wielding ice magic. The early rounds were brutal, pushing the contestants to their limits. The first game seemed simple, a deadly version of red light, green light. But the moment one contestant flinched, they were shot down by hidden snipers. Blood painted the ground as Wyrum, Mroona, Garden and Iciella barely made it past the finish line. The next challenge, a twisted version of tug of war, forced them into a battle of wits and strength against another team. Where losing meant plunging to certain death. Between the games, Wyrum held Mroona close, feeling her weakening body tremble in his arms. She was running out of time. The games weren't just killing people, they were draining their will to survive. He clenched his fists. He couldn't afford to lose her. As the games progressed, Wyrum and his allies realized the horrifying truth. The organizers reveled in suffering, treating them like mere playthings. One round required them to cross a bridge made of glass, some panels strong enough to hold their weight, while others shattered on impact. Wyrum watched helplessly as one contestant miscalculated and plummeted to their death. Determined to put an end to the madness, they decided to fight back. During a critical game, Garden used her monstrous plants to ensnare the guards, crushing them within thorny vines. Iciella unleashed freezing winds, immobilizing their captors in thick layers of ice. Though weak, Mroona fought with raw desperation, biting and clawing at the masked soldiers. Together, they dismantled the guards, their rebellion growing into an all-out war against their tormentors. The facility erupted into chaos, with contestants breaking free and attacking the masked soldiers. For a moment, it seemed like they had won. Just as victory seemed within reach, the massive Squid doll, a monstrous mechanical doll with laser-shooting eyes, activated. The arena trembled as it turned its gaze upon the rebels, its eyes glowing ominously. A chilling, mechanical voice echoed through the halls. Players detected elimination in progress. It locked onto the remaining contestants, firing deadly beams with pinpoint accuracy. One by one, their allies fell. Garden was incinerated mid-strike. Her vines shriveling to ash as she let out one final guttural scream. Iciella retaliated, summoning a wall of ice, but the lasers shattered through, tearing her apart in an explosion of frost. Wyrum turned in time to see Mroona collapse, her body too weak to keep fighting. Wyrum was the only one left. Despair threatened to consume him, but he steeled himself. He had come too far to die now. Using his serpentine agility, he evaded the relentless lasers, dashing through the doll's blind spots. He coiled his elongated body around its legs, constricting it with all his strength before slithering inside its metallic frame. The inner mechanisms whirred and buzzed, gears turning violently as the machine tried to resist his intrusion. With every ounce of his willpower, he tore through the wires, crushing its core in his hands. The Squid doll let out one last, distorted cry before collapsing in a heap of destruction. When the dust settled, Wyrum stood alone. The arena was silent. The once mighty game had been reduced to ruins. And there, amidst the wreckage, he found the prize, the heart of Mroona. It pulsed faintly, as if waiting to be returned. But Wyrum knew the truth. Mroona was gone. He held her lifeless body in his arms, pressing the heart against her chest in vain. Tears streamed down his face as he whispered her name over and over. But no miracle came, no last-minute salvation. She had given everything, and now he was left alone, with nothing but the blood-stained riches of a game that had cost him everything. The lights of the ruined arena flickered one last time before fading into darkness, leaving Wyrum to stand among the dead, the weight of his victory heavier than any burden he had ever known.